American wholesaler of pearl shell, who was a linchpin between the Australian shelling industry and the eventual marketplace. He had a scheme to bring the IP out of Japan, which of course the Americans had just won post World War II, and he obviously knew that the vast pearl shell numbers in Broome that could be utilised. So he put together this plan, and it involved obviously repealing the legislation in Australia before they could do it, but basically came over, brought Japanese technicians, hooked up with his old mates that could go and fish some shell, and started a pearl farm in the Kimberley coast. That of course was Kuri Bay, and it was obviously very successful, producing beautiful pearls in no time at all within the first probably couple of years, producing pearls that had never been produced before, producing pearls that not even natural pearls had ever looked like before. So suddenly you've got a product coming out of the Kimberley coast that is new entirely to the world of pearls and jewellery. And that's a pretty powerful concept.
Welcome to the Luster Project.
So again, as I was talking about the two different sort of mangrove species that we have in the area. So the large mangrove that you see that's straight behind us, again, this one is Dunbu. And the one with the light green leaves, that one is Junbu. So those are the two different species of mangroves that we have here in the peninsula. All of this here is all fresh water. All of the stream that you see just on the outer rim, that's all salt water. We call this one Hombarn. Again, this is the same water that we drink straight out of our taps here at Cygnet Bay. I also love to dive in this area as well with my spear gun. But there's also a juvenile crocodile that hangs in this area on full tide. So just recently, probably about 3 weeks ago, just in the mangrove trees, just in the far corner, I was swimming up to it and the crocodile was sitting on the other side. So we met face to face. Yep. He went the other direction, I climbed that tree. But I always dive in this little area on my own. I got my traditional tools from Bunnings. Yep, me hammer and chisel. Yeah? Again, just need to get the chisel just in here. Prying this one off now. Just like. And by burning the rock oysters, we're basically building a new platform and encouraging regrowth. As I was saying, a lot of the rock oysters are spawning at the moment. So again, in a few years' time, all the oysters that we destroyed today, in about 3 years' time, we're gonna have regrowth and the rock oysters are gonna be real large on this base. Try that one, mate, straight off the rock. And again, guys, why I love to sit under this tree is a very, very special place to me. Even though my family group lived over at Cygnet Bay, every weekend, we'll bring all our camping equipment and spend the whole weekend under this tree. So again, I had my great-grandfather out here, Robin Hunter. I had James, my father, and myself. So I had 4 generations of hunter men camped under this tree. So a very, very special place to me. And again, I love to sit here. This is my place of peace in the whole of Cygnet Bay. If I'm having a bad day, I'll just come here, sit down under this tree, and you know, I can feel the presence of my grandparents still under this tree.
Yep. So, the story of the Australian Sassy Pearl and Cygnet Bay Pearl starts with this. This is the pink tartar maxima oyster.
picks and saws and sanders and cutting materials, they would have taken a pretty long while and hard process to make the Ridgie, Bruce? Long time. How long about in the old days? Huh? Couple of months to make one? Yeah? So grinding it down, making the shape, and then obviously making the actual etching and the carving into it.
Yeah, you told me. Yeah.
16.
We've learnt that it's connected people, so the pearl shell being very powerful from right back to 20,000 years of trade between the Aboriginal people just across Australia to the industry that started in the late 1800s, and then right up to today it's still got the power to bring you guys here. Luster exhibition. It's not about me, it's not about you guys learning, it's about this pearl shell and this power of this pearl shell and how it's brought Asian groups together in Australia, with non-Europeans and Australians, but also it tells the story of the ancient 20,000-year-old trade of pearl shell. And I've said it before, I wish I had this opportunity that you guys have to do what you guys have been doing over the last couple of days. Because this will set you up for the rest of your life living in Broome, understanding why the township's there and why there's Chinatown, why there's a Japanese cemetery, okay? Why is there a whole strip of pearl shell or pearling companies in Chinatown? Because it will all make sense of the town and even here. So it's a very, very powerful item. Believe it or not, it's bringing people together still to this day.